Hello everyone, thank you for coming back to join me. I'm moving on now. I've done the botanical journals and I think that you will have seen the flip through that I did for that. And I want to do a couple of Christmas journals. So I thought that I would bring you along with me while I'm trying to put some papers together. Not quite sure where I'm going with this yet. I've got a few ideas, but I don't think I've really thought it through very well, so let's see how I do. The papers that I'm using are from Amy at Crafty Cat, and I will put a link to her Etsy store below. And her Christmas kit, this one that I'm going to use, is the black and white kit with little bits of colour. So most of the pages, or I think it's 8 of the pages, are kind of collage pages, and they're really cool. And she's got a flip through on her YouTube channel as well. And then she's also done plain pages. So she's got the red. I've kind of mixed a couple of kits here. So she's got the red, she's got a black and white, there's the green. And I've mixed these with a couple from her Woodland, I think it's called Woodland Winter Kit, which is this green tree one. And so's that one. And then I think that one's from her Victorian Christmas. So I kind of looked through the kits that I'd got from her, because what I want to try and do is a tall, thin Christmas journal. That's what I had in mind. I've got a little bit of an idea of the cover, and I just can't find the fabric. I know I've got it somewhere, and I think it might be in a box of Christmas stuff that I've tucked away, so I need to look those out. But all that I've done at the moment is I've copied on the inside. So this is from her Woodland kit, and that is from this black and white winter kit. So how many of those? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I've got 7 kind of plainish but not plain papers, and they're all copied on the inside. Some of them I've folded up. I think this is I think I've cut these papers to be 10 inches tall. So I've got those. I've got these papers that I want to use as well. I've got a couple of, these are left over from last year. So these are kind of Christmas carols. So I've got a couple of those. I've got a piece of tracing paper that I've copied, kind of just ice. I think this is from, I'm going to say Manu Designs. So that's just like an icy page. And I've also, I don't know if I've got the book, one moment. I've got a lovely book that's by Norman Rockwell, and it's his Christmas book. And I've used a lot of the pages from this book, and you can see it's got a bit tea stained and things. But I love the images in this. I like Norman Rockwell's pictures. And I've been lucky enough to find another copy of that book, so I'm quite happy to carry on using that one. And I've pulled a couple of pages out of his book as well that I think I might like to use in this tall, thin journal. So I thought you could come along with me while I try and put a few papers together. I've got some, just some tea-dyed paper as well. I know there's going to be other papers that I want to add, but I just don't know what they're going to be yet. So I thought I would just try and put these papers together and kind of see where it goes. I really like this one, and that's got the green on the inside, so I like that one. So if we went one of those, is that too green? Quite like the black actually, and that's folded up. So I'm just going to put these papers together first, in no particular order at all. I didn't want to get all the greens together, but it seems that I'm going to, doesn't it? Well, if I put that red one, oh, that looks nice, the red, doesn't it? With the, I don't know if you can see their berries on that, and I don't know if they've got a right and a wrong way. Of course they won't have, because they're done to be folded normal, whereas I've folded them lengthways, so there's no right and wrong way for those, because I've folded them wrong and fold them differently. I haven't folded them wrong. I think I might put that one with the fold up paper in the middle, and I might put the green, I don't want that next to that, although it might look all right because I had an idea for that page. So how many did I say? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's 7 of those. The Norman Rockwell pages, I've got this image that I absolutely love of these people singing carols, and my thought was, I might move these papers around yet, but my thought was that that would go on the outside, and then on the back I would need to hinge something. And I think what I might hinge on the back of that is an envelope. I know that envelope's too wide at the moment, and I can't cut that one down an awful lot. I can cut it down a bit. So that might be an envelope on the back there of one description or another, but that would just about fit there. So that would hinge on that, and then that would fold. So that would go on there at the front. Just wondering if I might like that better. I quite like that green one there actually, because it looks as if they're singing under the trees, doesn't it? So as I say, no particular order for any of these at all. And they're not going to open next to each other. Oh, I don't know if I could put there, that's the same design, isn't it? Kind of. So I don't know if I would put that one there. I don't think I would. I'm going to put it back where it was. Okay. It takes me ages to kind of decide what I want to do. And then I've got a couple of other of the Norman Rockwell images or pages as well that I've folded. I've got this one that's a Christmas menu on one side, and then it's got a recipe on the inside. So I want to put that in somewhere. How many have I got? I've got 3 more. So maybe if I put one there, and again that will need something hinging on the back. If I leave another 2, and I might put that one there. I love that. Isn't that lovely? Lift up thine eyes. They're not going to church, but they're hoping that they will. But I just thought that was a lovely image on there, and I think on the back it's probably a carol. So that could go there. I'll leave another 2. We're at the centre, aren't we? Maybe I'll put that, or maybe I will put that in the centre. How does that feel? That feels quite nice. And then I've got a couple of hymn sheets. I don't know how many I've got. I haven't been counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I might put a couple of isn't it hard to try and find somewhere that you want to put something? I'll put that like that. And a hymn sheet on there. That won't work because of the pocket there. Put a hymn sheet there maybe. And then maybe we'll put another one. I think I might stencil on these plain papers. And some of them might need cutting down slightly. You know, if they stick out a little bit too much. I don't know if I folded that one very well, so I don't want to fold it under until I'm sure of what I've done. And then I want to use these papers, and I want some of them to be in here as pages. So I think that one I could fold along there. Not too wide. It is a smidgen too wide. But as I say, I can always cut them down a little bit. I can trim a bit off there if I need to. It's quite hard to fold papers sometimes, isn't it? Where would I want that one to go? Might be nice to show with the red coming through. And then the back of that would fold over to be a pocket. I think I'll fold that that might become a tuck. I think I'll fold it so you can see one of those people. That's quite nice with the berries, isn't it? And it could be a flip out. Undecided yet what I'm going to do with any of these pages. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I can fit a few more in. I've got this one. It went, my black ink ran out, look, so it looks like a negative of Santa, but I can use the rest of that. So I'm going to put that to one side. I think I want one to have a flip on this side, don't I? A bit less than that. So that's going to go on this side somewhere. Maybe I want it there. Maybe I would like it. No, not next to that. Maybe there. I like that. All subject to change. And then, what else have we got? That might fold quite nicely, actually. If we fold it at the church, like that. I might put it here next to this red one, because that would be a short page there. And then it would fold that side. So how many is that of those that I've put in? Because I wanted to put an even number in. 1, 2, 3. So I want to do one more of those. Where would I put it? Maybe there. Maybe here. Just move that out the way so I can try and get a fold going on in there. Oh, that makes it awkward for those little angels, doesn't it? Although I could fold them over a little bit further. There we go. Okay. I know some of them are sticking out a bit more than others at the moment, but they won't. They'll fit properly when I move on to it. So that's going to go on the front there and be a nice little flip. Oh, Little Town of Bethlehem. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Oh, and this would make 20. It might be nice to put that somewhere. Put it there for now, I think. So that's 20 pages, which is more than enough. And it feels quite nice, actually. So where would that need folding? I'm going to actually fold it so that it's onto the inside. About there. So I think that worked. I think I'm happy with that. I might need to level that page up a little bit. But that is the start of my Christmas journal, I think. And I've got the rest of these papers that I'm going to use these for pockets and tags and things like that. And I also want to make, what I would also like to make is a normal size journal. So I can also use these pages in that if I don't use them. So I may well do that. Not sure yet. So I've got those. How many have I got left? Well, I'll have 4 because there were 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, I was just thinking that one flips to the back. That one flips to the front. I love that one. That one flips to the back. I need one really to flip to the front, don't I? That one flips to the back again. Do I want to have one that flips at the front again? I don't know. I might. I'm just going to try it, folks. So just bear with me. I might prefer that. It just, to me, it makes it that bit more even to have front, back. And I like that next to the tree. So I'm going to use that there. And I've got Yuletide greetings on there. Yeah, I'm happier with that. So that is going to be my journal. I'll trim that one down. They will get trimmed down. So I'm going to look at that. That's that bit. Let me put these out the way and tell you what else I was thinking. At the front of the Norman Rockwell book, there was a page. There were quite a few pages, actually. I don't know if I've still got the other one in here. There was this page, and it was a double page with the houses and the people. And what I've done is I folded the page over just to strengthen it, and I want to make this a double tuck across 2 pages because I thought it went so nicely with Rachel's papers, and I wanted to put it on this page so it would kind of go like that, and it'd be a tuck on that side and it'd be a tuck on that side, and I don't think I could. I think if I cut those down, if I cover, let me start again. I think if I cut it so that I get rid of those, it will be too short. So I think what I will do is glue it on as a pocket, but I will find something to go over, a sentiment or something to go over those. So that's going to go just there. So I'm going to put that in there. I'm not, because it's going to get creased. I'm going to put it over there with the envelope that I'm going to use on the back. So I need to collage that. I'm going to make that into a pocket, so that's good. What else have I got? This image. Well, you've got to love it, haven't you? So I was kind of thinking that that could make a nice pocket, because I just don't want to lose that. So that could go in there somewhere. Maybe it's there because he's then looking at that menu, and it could be a flip out. So I think that might be a pocket. So I'm looking at that as well. And I've got another one there. Lots of images in that one. And I thought the first Christmas could be either a belly band or a side tuck. So I'm looking at those. Okay. And then I wanted to make a pocket or something. I think I'm a bit all over the place with this video because I'm still kind of trying to put everything together in my mind. But I think I want to make one of these. This is from the Victorian Christmas, but I like the colours and I think it goes well with her black and white kit, with Amy's black and white kit. Oh, that looks nice on there. So I'm thinking what I might want to do with one of these is make it into one of those trifold pockets that I did in one of my last videos. So at the minute, folks, I'm just messing about. That little girl would probably be best on top. So if I fold two sides over, and it can't be any wider than this, can it? But so that would be the inside, and then that would be on the outside. And they can only be little thin pockets, but that's okay because it can be a side tuck as well. Okay, so I think I'll do that. Get these papers out the way. I'm fiddling with them, aren't I? So I want that little girl to be on top, so I need to fold it into three. I'm not very good at folding things in three. So it needs to be just over 3 inches, doesn't it? Right, let me think about this a moment. Okay, that was quite easy really, because it measures at 3 1/4. Who knew? Maths and me have never, ever, ever got on, folks, at all. Right, so that would fold like that. And then this would fold like backwards like that. That's a little bit bigger, isn't it? Works out it's a bit more than 3 1/4, but that doesn't matter. That's okay. What it means is I need to fold that over slightly. I don't want to lose that, do I? Sorry, I'm struggling to see what I'm doing. Let's put that crease in there. So that will fit on there. That will flip out, and we've got that lady there, and you could write on that, and then it could go quite nicely on a page like that. So it would flip out like that. You've got a pocket there. That's going to be a pocket there, and it can be a side tuck as well, and I quite like it there next to that. Could go on that green page. You can still write on these. I don't know where it's going to go, if I'm honest. I do like that page. It's very bright and jazzy. It might need something on it, eh? So that's the pocket. So, oh, my scoreboard. I hope it's not too dark, this video. No, the sun. I was going to say the sun's gone in, but actually the sun wasn't out at all. I can just see through this paper. You probably can't, but I can just see where the design stops on the other side. So I know I'm not going to fold it wrong. I don't need these such big tucks as well, do I? So I can take some of that off. And this side. Oh, it is cold here in the UK today. I feel damp. First day of November I'm recording this on, but it won't come out to you until next week because I've not, at this moment in time when I'm doing this video, I haven't recorded the flip through of my two botanical journals. So I'm a little bit behind with the times, but once I'd got this kit downloaded from Amy, I just had to print it off and give it a go. Is anyone else like that? You get too excited about things. Just notice this lace background. That's from one of her other kits with the lace and the pink. That's very pretty. Right. Fold these up. Or down. I don't need all of those though, do I? Is that the bottom? It is. So I don't need this. I don't need the middle one. Well, actually, it's easier to cut this side one off. I'll cut that off. I'm just going to turn these over at the top because that's what's going to just reinforce. This is quite a strong copy paper. I think it's either 100 or 110, so it's quite strong. Way up. Everything's collapsing. But I'm going to stick those edges over. And then I need, or I would like to have a bit of a snip in there to show it's a pocket, and a bit of a snip in here to show it's a pocket. I probably should have lined them up, shouldn't I? Never mind. So that's going to fold up. Let me just, I'm going to ink this edge because I think you will probably see a little bit of it when I've glued this pocket together. I don't think you'll see it there, and I don't think you'll see it there. Okay. It's probably better, easier to do it that way, isn't it? I'm getting all in a tangle with which way they go. So I'm going to put glue to join the front pocket together. I can't wait to see other people use this kit and see how they're going to use it as well. I think we all come up with such different ideas to use the same kit. We should probably do a challenge, shouldn't we, where we use the same kit and make something. I might put a little bit of paper behind there just to cover that bit up. Okay, so for example, that's that bit done. So that would go as a pocket, be a tall pocket. So it would be a pocket there, open it up, and it'll be a pocket just there. And if I put a backing on this, which I probably will, it could also be a tuck spot under there as well, or a belly band. It could be, I might do it as a belly band, so that you can just have something inside there as well. So piece number 1 done. Hurrah. And I do like the way that I've got those papers put together. I think it's a bit different. Should we just look at it again just to be sure? So that will flip out like that. Got that on there. That's going to get cut down slightly. The red one. Menu. There is a bit of a fold in that. I think my page has got a bit creased, but I don't think it shows that much. Hymns. Pocket there. That will flip out there. I do think I want this to be pretty much a writing journal. I might move that page, I'm not sure. That's going to have that other thing on there, isn't it? The other thing. The houses. Love that against the red. Yeah, I think that's fab. And it feels nice. You know, when you're turning the pages, it does feel nice. And I'm thinking that the cover might be black and white. That's what I'm thinking. So I hope you like where I'm at. I hope this has been a bit useful to you. And I'll probably come back and do a couple of videos making stuff for the journal. So take care, everybody, and I will catch you later. Cheerio.